So 1 week after her release from a Russian penal colony, WNBA star Brittany Griner is readjusting to life in America. In an interview yesterday, Griner's agent said her client is, quote, doing really, really well and has already gotten back on the basketball court. Her first move, a dunk. Joining us now, one of the U.S. officials who helped bring Griner home, Special Presidential Envoy for Hostage Affairs at the State Department, Roger Carstens. And thank you very much for being on the show this morning. We definitely want to hear more about your reflections on Brittany Griner, but let's start with Paul Whelan. I know you spoke with him on the phone last week. The White House making clear that there is a huge effort underway to bring Paul Whelan home. What more can you tell us about whether or not that will happen?
Joe and Mika, thanks for having me on the show this morning. What I can tell you is, as you said, I talked to Paul Whelan last Friday. I landed in San Antonio, Texas at 4:30 in the morning on Friday. And at 9:30 in the morning, Paul called. We spoke for about 30 minutes. He expressed his frustration, as you might imagine. And I told Paul, I said, look, you and I were both in the military, and they told us that if we're ever captured, make sure that you keep the faith. I said, Paul, keep the faith. The president's focused on your return. The Secretary of State's focused on your return. I certainly am focused. Don't worry. We're working hard. We're coming to get you. This past Monday, we hosted a meeting, very tight meeting, members of my team and members at the National Security Council, and we invited Elizabeth Whelan to participate. And she was able to give us some of her insights and her thoughts on how we should progress. And that's kind of important to us. What I tell families when we take a case is that this is not going to be government as usual. We're going to be close to you. We're going to partner with you. We're going to cry with you. If you need to call someone at 10 o'clock on a Friday night with an idea that you had, or you just need to call someone and cry, call my team. We're going to be there right with you every step of the way. So the meeting on Monday, I think, gave us a few good thoughts. We have a few of our own, naturally. And we're progressing every day to come up with different alternatives to take to the negotiating table.
Mr. Carstens, good morning. It's good to have you on the show. There's been some talk about a Russian assassin who's in prison in Germany, who Vladimir Putin and the Russian government have said, well, maybe if you let him out, we can talk about Paul Whelan. I know you're not going to talk about an ongoing negotiation on national television, but are you confident that you have some bargaining chips left that can get Paul Whelan home?
Now, I appreciate the question. I'm so grateful that you saved me from saying that I can't talk about it. So respect. But yeah, we definitely have some arrows in the quiver. There are things that we've talked to the Russians about that we might be able to adapt. And we've had some great ideas, to include the ones that we had with Elizabeth Whelan. And this has been ongoing. I think I've been working on the Paul Whelan case for over 2 years now. And it's not something we're going to lay down. We're not taking our foot off the gas pedal, and we're going to bring him back.
What can you tell us, Mr. Carstens, about the treatment now that you've spoken to Brittany Griner and debriefed her about the treatment she received over those 10 months, especially in the last month in the penal colony, which could give us some insight in the way that Paul Whelan's being treated by the Russians?
You know, I do talk to Paul probably once every 2 weeks or so. He calls me from IK-17. In talking to Brittany, I really want her to tell her own story in her own words. But I can't tell you, you're in a Russian prison. It's not going to be a good affair. And when you finally get out to the IK areas in Mordovia, it's going to be tough. I mean, you'd expect the things that you might just imagine are probably taking place. But I really want Brittany to tell that story, if I may. But I think what I would like to tell you is that she's getting good treatment now. The Russians may not have treated her that well, but she's not right now in Army South. She's in the good care of the Department of Defense. We have some great colleagues down there in a program called Post-Isolation Support Activities. It's run by Colonel Yvonne Miller and her colleague Mike Mochio, and they're working with her to essentially reintegrate Brittany into life.
Hey, Roger, good morning. Jonathan Lemire. Obviously, Paul Whelan's plight has retracted most of the headlines, but he's not the only American still held in Russia. There's also the case of Mark Fogel. We heard about him a few days ago from former Ambassador McFaul, who says he knows him well. He's a Pennsylvania teacher who was arrested and spent time in Russia on marijuana charges. Can you talk to us about his case, his plight, and what efforts are being made to get him home?
Jonathan, I appreciate the question. As you probably know, the State Department has requested a humanitarian release for Mark Fogel. And I will say on the review process and reviewing a case to determine whether it's wrongful or not, that's something we take very seriously. It's not passive. It's an active process. In fact, just over a year ago, we reviewed the cases of every single American held in prisons overseas, thousands of them. And we reviewed them to look for indicators of wrongfulness, to see if there might have been something that we missed. And we don't shy away from taking a case. If I suddenly get 10 more wrongful detention cases, I'll just hire another person or two to deal with the cases. So we're actively looking into all these cases. It's not passive, and based on the facts, we'll decide whether we take a case or not.
So, Roger, if you could just explain, because you've talked to Paul, you talked to Brittany, obviously, and others, and I understand you can't talk about the exact nature of your conversations, but can you tell us how important it is that those that are in prison know that they have a White House that's fighting to get them home, to get them back to America? Because obviously the Whelan family very upset with the last administration because they never said Paul's name. They never made the effort. Talk about the difference and what you hear from those that are in prison, that they know that America and the American president is fighting to bring them back home to America.
I'm going to tell you a story. When I went down to Caracas, Venezuela, I had a chance to go see the Citgo 6 in their prison in the Sabine. And I walked into the prison system. They took me to a room. I walked in. The Citgo 6 executives were in that room. And I started to introduce myself. I said, I'm Roger Carstens, and they cut me off and they said, we know who you are. And yet a gentleman who was actually here last night visiting Washington, D.C., Tomeo Vidal, still couldn't believe it. And he got up out of his chair and he came towards me and his hands were shaking. And he put his hands around my face and said, I just wanted to touch you to make sure this is real. And by the way, I usually cry when I tell that story, so obviously I'm making progress in my therapy here. But,
but it's early yet.
It's a lot, yeah.
But it's important to them. The Citgo 6 was the first time I get in 4 years. It means the world when I can hand them a picture from their family that their family sent. With Matthew Heath, I took him a copy of Thucydides, The Peloponnesian Wars. And I can tell Matthew, here's a gift. Or some books your parents wanted, and just know the president knows who you are, the Secretary of State, Tony Blinken, knows who you are, and we're going to work hard to bring you home. And here we are, many months later. In the last 6+ months, we've brought back 9 people from Venezuela. But keeping their morale up is letting them know that the U.S. is not going to forget them and that we're working to bring them home.
Special presidential envoy for hostage affairs at the U.S. State Department, Roger Carstens, and boy, does he have stories.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being with us, but more importantly,
thank you for your service.
For your service to those imprisoned across the globe.
Absolutely. It's time.